Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, the T. And do you know what this multi-load image from the GFS parallel reminds me of? It looks like a classic Pac-Man signal. That's right. Hurricane Ghost signal for mid-September hurricane madness. Please be ready. And it's not just the GFS parallel that's giving us some crazy signals. It's pretty much all the models. This is the Euro 10 days from now, showing that we may have 3 hurricanes to be dealing with then, and whether it be, Renee, Sally, Paulette, crazy hurricane names. This one may be a threat to the East Coast due to a blocking high, so we need to watch out for it because it could be on your doorstep in 2 weeks. Hey, guess what, y'all? I only have a little over a day and a half left in my monthly fundraiser. I do a fundraiser because I do this full time, and you guys help me stay alive and do this with awesomeness, and you guys are awesome. And so if you'd like to contribute, I've got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron, and only $683 left to go for my September goal, because you guys are awesome, incredible, and amazing. And so you treat me great. I try to treat you great. If you'd like to contribute, I would really, really, really appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the weather. Happy Pisces full moon. It's a corn full moon. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Beware of werewolves and crazy people. The word lunatic actually comes from lunar, meaning moon. And with such an imbalance in our solar system, we're looking for an imbalance in pretty much all things, including the atmosphere, weather, and how people deal with things. But we're definitely on an earthquake and volcano watch through 2022. It's going to keep getting crazier, man. Only 7 days till Mars goes retrograde, 9 days till Jupiter goes direct, 26 days until Saturn goes direct, 99 days until the great grand conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn on December 21st, and 113 days until Christmas. If I got my math right, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'm not good at adding stuff up all the time. Jonathan Erdman, for the second time in 10 days, we have crossing forecast cones. Marco plus Laura, September 1st, Mesak and Heshen. Stay weird 2020. And definitely look out for some 9-day switching pattern. Are these two representative of some type of pressure frequency vibration stamp from Jupiter and Saturn? Maybe, dude. Definitely maybe, you know? We will have to look out leading up into the grand conjunction to see if we have some major storm that happens as storms continue to overlap each other. You know what I'm talking about? How crazy will it be at peak hurricane season, which is about 8 days away, which would be the middle of September, around the 10th or 11th? Would it be 5 hurricanes or lows in the Atlantic and Gulf, or just 3? I don't know, but a lot of people are watching it like a hawk, including me. Matt Lanza, earlier, here's our weekly tropical update. Granted, 16 new storms have been named since I wrote this, but the overall context is still accurate, approximately. Here's our weekly update on the tropics by Matt Lanza. There are a few things worth watching, but nothing of overly concerned about at the moment. But if you are worried that there's going to be a hurricane or multiple hurricanes in 10 days, then I would definitely get prepared, because it is 2020, and in the first half of hurricane season before peak, we had 3 landfalling hurricanes, and so I would expect about another 3, although if we don't get hit by any, then just be grateful, bro. We definitely have 3 areas to watch in the future. We are tracking Tropical Storm Nana. It was probably headed into Belize. Right now it has top sustained winds of 45 miles an hour and will bring heavy rain to the Yucatan Peninsula area. We have Omar, who's not going to be a threat to the United States since also a tropical storm, but could end up punching Europe in the mouth. Am I getting punched in the mouth by Mother Nature a couple times? And then we have more areas rolling off of Africa that need to be watched. And there's some crazy Fujiwara shit going on over here that will kind of mess up forecasts. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be sure and show you guys the models here in a little bit so you'll know what I'm talking about. But look at this big, bad Billy rolling off of Africa. That looks like it could definitely be a problem down the road. That thing would be huge. And then we got a major storm firing up over Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. They've been getting hit hard. Arkansas has been having major problems. We got Omar over here looking like a mess. Asteroid Fight Club / Atmospheric Defense Team / Prayer Warriors tearing it up. And Nana's been trying to get her act together. But in her old age, it's harder, you know. And there was a major burst of rain over the Hispaniola. The atmosphere is doing crazy things as we exit meteorological summer and enter meteorological fall. It's still hot in a lot of places, though, but we had our first recorded snow on the last day of August, so that's super interesting. Here is Mysek, and then you'll have another typhoon forming. Here's your monsoonal rain. So yeah, heat conditions, heat watches, super heat watches, mega fog, a large strip of flash flooding areas, and there's some major flooding happening in these areas, some heat warnings, and hey, some fog over the Great Lakes with some pink. Who does, or is that Petrus? Is Petrus even a color? I don't even know. And we're in Stay Cool September with everything that is going on. I recommend everybody just stay cool through it all, and we will make it through to 2021 together. Chris Sukan, Texas will be cooling down next week, and we deserve it. That's the truth. This is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook for the Climate Prediction Center. Strong cold front arrives in the middle of next week. And yes, fall and winter are definitely my favorite seasons. Yeah, I like the cool, man. And I'm like wearing jackets. Okay, great. We're still looking at heavy rain, heavy flooding for some parts of Texas and Arkansas, and even up into Nebraska and Iowa and Missouri as the high, Azores high, keeps doing crazy, wacky things. And Arkansas's definitely had some major flooding. And so Texas needs to watch out for a Texas flood. Not only do you have the possibility of flooding down here, you got some pretty nice storms rolling through New York and the Northeast, and then up into Canada, the Canada. We're talking Ottawa and areas around there, and this could bring you some severe weather as well. And then you got more storms rolling through the Northwest, and then we'll do it all over again, and then heat down here. Are you jonesing for me to talk about the tropics? I am too, and we are getting there. I just wanted to show the rain possibilities that will be happening over the next few days. And you can see that there is a possibility of severe weather into New Jersey, Virginia, Maryland, and possibly even the tip of New York in about 40 hours, combined with a lot of rain. Cranky weather guy, being the champion that he is, pointing it out for us, and this would be through Friday. I guess. What day is today? Is it Wednesday? I can't even tell. Days kind of run together. 2020 time is weird. Wouldn't you agree? Anyway, this will be our severe weather region. And so watch out for that as seasons do change. All right, this is the regular GFS. And the regular GFS is saying, hey, we might only have to deal with 3 possible African hurricanes or tropical storms rolling into the main development region in 6 days. And so we're super hyper focused on the middle of September because that definitely is the peak of hurricane season and an area where it may get whoa, you know? And then Europe's going to be dealing with some other crazy crap, but we'll do that in a second after we start hitting play on the models. The GFS Para has backed off the 5 hurricane tropical storm solution and has just brought it back down to 3. But here's the thing we got to worry about is that if tropical storms get caught under this blocking high pressure system, that would send them into either Florida, the Carolinas, Georgia, or the Northeast, and that could be a problem. And the Euro and GFS ops ensembles are at odds on the type of setup in the central U.S. going into the middle of next week. If the trough axis can be as far as the west as what the EPS shows, then there is early season snow potential for the Rockies. And so that would be exciting for the snow weenies. But, like I said, if you get some type of trapping high, that would be a problem for the East Coast. Look, I want everybody to be happy. So hopefully the snow crew will get their pumpkin spice latte early September snow, and we won't get the blocking high, which could definitely cause some major problems for the Northeast if it happened. Yakov Cantor need to watch Northwest Caribbean into Gulf next week for gradual tropical cyclone genesis. GEF parallel has been hinting at it. Most guidance has shifted stronger with West Atlantic Ridge pushing into East U.S. East Gulf, while Central U.S. trough doesn't dig much. And I wouldn't count on any strong shear in the Gulf. So we're going to have hot waters. We're going to have low wind shear. And so if we do get a blocking high that would send hurricanes or tropical storms into the East Coast, that could be a major problem, dude. And so, yeah, last year I went crazy and tried to predict storms super accurately, intensity and location from like 6 months out, and I failed. Anywho. But we're definitely on the lookout for anything that rolls off of Africa and then would be like the September storm that I tried to predict last year. And I had the September storm coming into the Northeast at about a Category 3 hurricane and definitely messing up a whole lot more stuff then. What was it? What do we have? We had Hannah, Laura, Hannah. So it would definitely be stronger than Hannah if I remember. I don't know. The names kind of running together. But I'm definitely saying we will be watching out for hurricanes coming to the East Coast over the next 2 to 3 weeks. It could be a problem. Right now, that is the main zone to watch. Will be the East Coast. Most of the models suggest some type of tropical cyclone genesis, whether it be 1, 2, 3, or more. And so, depending on how strong this high pressure system gets, that would steer our hurricane wherever it may go. Hopefully, it'll go out to sea, but it's not guaranteed. And models have these things doing some crazy Fujiwara stuff, so who knows what's going to happen. But all the models seem pretty synced that we're going to have at least 2 hurricanes headed towards the East Coast. And they may go out to sea depending on how strong the high pressure system gets. Can I say that enough? But we're definitely watching, the peak hurricane season. 8 days, bro. All right, this is the portion of the show where I give the ladies what they want, and the ladies want computer models of weather in the future. And so we're watching the regular GFS just because I want you guys to see how the models are developing it. And the big story is what happens with the Azores high. If it stays strong, that is big trouble. If it breaks down, that means we get saved and a lot of these will be out to sea. But it is 2020. So I would be prepared for the worst case scenario and then pray for the best. But the regular GFS shows 3 to 4 possible areas to watch. And they keep them pretty low as the high stays pretty strong. Although high would tear them all up into nothing. I don't know if I would buy that solution. And then you have a 4th one coming. So that would be 4 more areas to watch in the next 2 weeks. Now we'll go with the GFS parallel, which has definitely been showing up some interesting solutions. But if you look down here, you definitely get some Fujiwara activity where one of those low areas actually eats the other one. Well, the 2 become one, like married, I guess. And then they all get wrapped around the high, and they just kind of go straight up. I don't know, because the high is supposed to be strong. So how they just all break straight into the high, I don't even know. But it does show one of the 3 or 4 sort of kind of heading towards the coast, but it sort of kind of could be going out to sea. I don't know, man. It's going to be September 2020. It's one of the months I've been warned about all year. I think September and October might be our most challenging months yet. And so let's just be prepared for some crazy shiz, man. And no matter what, around the 10th, you're going to get this major storm that will stretch from like Mexico all the way up into Canada. And so I think there's a chance we may get a hurricane on the tail of that, like pin the tail on the donkey. So it's definitely something to look out for. And then the King Euro's got a 3-body solution to look out for. But notice how strong the high is here. And the high was so strong, it pushed Nana straight into the Yucatan. And so if we get anything like that, then a strong high, then it will definitely be trouble for the Gulf and even the East Coast. But so you'll see there, even in this solution, like you have 1, 2, 3, and then 2 become 1, even on the Euro. And then by the end, and then that just kind of fades. And then you get the triple body option. Shout out to Dan and DB. So yeah, dude, it's gonna get crazy whether we have models are showing anywhere between 3 or 5 tropical cyclone genesis areas that may develop. So we will be watching this like a hawk. It is what I do, and we will do our best to stay safe and be prepared. And if it does happen to be a Category 3 or bigger, I would get out of the way. All right? You guys are great. I love you, Asteroid Fight Club, and thank you for being so good to me. I will definitely do my best to work my butt off and bring you guys the best information possible in what is set up to be a super crazy September. And if you would like to contribute and donate to my monthly fundraiser with like about a day and a half left, I would super appreciate it, because pretty much all I do is work, although I need to get a little more fun in my life. But I guess fun can happen when peak hurricane season's over. But I got a snail mail, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Patron. Only $683 left to go, with a little over a day and a half left in my fundraiser. And I got to say super duper thank you to everybody out there in Asteroid Fight Club, Asteroid Defense, Prayer Warriors, everybody cool keeping it together. And especially thank you to Mia, thank you to Kelsey, thank you to Al, thank you to Wagon Breath, thank you to Jamie, thank you to Mike, thank you to Andrew, thank you to Cynthia, thank you to Johnny, thank you to Barbara, thank you to Cecily, thank you to Charles, thank you to Deanna, thank you to Jess, thank you to Bill, thank you to Cody, thank you to Marlene, thank you to Leanne, thank you to Nova CR, thank you to Christine, thank you to Rampart, thank you to Zeus, thank you to Dan, thank you to Jesus, and, all the kick-ass awesome people out there. Y'all are amazing, and I will do my best to be the best planetary defense commander y'all ever had. Y'all are awesome. I love you. Stay cool. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right? You guys are great. Have a great day. Let's have a great week, and let's try to have a great month while playing excellent defense. It is Stay Cool September. So, stay cool.